Good afternoon, everybody. Good evening or good morning, whichever part of the world that you're in. It is I, Claude the Balls, and I just thought it was worth commenting on Kent Hovind's appeal to the county commissioners to pave the road outside Dinosaur Adventureland. And you'll probably know that a week or two ago, he asked for people to contact the commissioners and recommend this project. Many of them also asked for prayer. And it appears that prayer either hasn't worked in this case, or God, who Kent believes in, has chosen not to have the road outside Dinosaur Adventureland paved. This raises a few issues in my mind, and one, if he's been there for nearly 8 years, why he was building the cabins near the road where the dust was a problem. And the other thing was, if the dust was a problem, then why drive around in side by sides and other off road vehicles? And so those are the two issues that have come to mind. Look, I see my friends in the audience. There's a new one, Papa Emeritus 4. Sounds like a pope, doesn't it? And the others, our friend Missing Mod and Justin and Big Bad Mama. So what I'm going to do is I just want to play Kent's reporting back of the refusal of the commissioners. In the first one, he said, but it's not over yet. Now, I always think it's quite funny because when Kent says it's not over yet, it usually is over. So the $500 million lawsuit, the various appeals, the appeals for a presidential pardon, they were never over yet until, of course, they were over yet. But anyway, I'll chat with the friends in the comments shortly, but I thought let's just play this little bit to get it out of the way and maybe have some further things to say. Okay, so here we go.
Starting next Friday. Going to come down Saturday, Sunday, Monday, fishing tournament at Dinosaur Adventureland. Now, I went to the county yesterday, give you an update here. We have the gravel trucks come by, probably 20 to 30 a week, come by from right next door, the gravel pit, and they dust our camp horribly because the wind blows just the wrong way. We mentioned like that to pray for that. Down there, you see that old farm tractor, bottom left-hand corner over there. There's the farm tractor without a truck going by and no dust. And there's cabin 6, ABC. We have our cabins divided up into...
It's very interesting, a farm tractor having dust on it. I don't know what kind of farmers they are there, but farm tractors, yes, usually get a bit dusty. Anyway, we'll carry on.
Several apartments. 6B, there's what the roof is supposed to look like, and there's what it looks like. So I gave all this to the county officials yesterday, showed it all to them, said, guys, look, you are dusting our camp really bad with your gravel truck. Would you please, stop? The law says water the road, get a watering truck, or pave it. I said, would you please just pave at least just a strip in front of our... They voted no. So pray we can get several options what to do next. If you want to come visit, there's one of our cabins, cabin 6A, sleeps 4. Cabin 6B shares a bathroom with A. There's a queen bed in there, or a full, whatever that is, full size. Right there's the window. 6C, beautiful bunk bed or beds in there. Come on down, pay a visit. But it's right next to the highway, and they dust us all the time. Cabin 9, AB, and 10, ABC, they're all getting dusted bad by the county. So pray for that. We'll see what happens. That's what happens to cars. Visitors come, plan to wash your car when you leave. There's our Pearl Lane, the prevailing wind blows right past.
You notice there he says we spent over $20,000 on concrete from Evergreen Concrete and then $50,000 more on blacktop to stop the dust and mud problem on our property. I don't quite know how spending that on those two items would actually do that, but greater minds than mine sometimes are at work here. All I know is that he's mentioned prayer a few times now, and unfortunately it hasn't worked, or it means that Kent's God is not approving of this so-called ministry. It has to be one or the other, doesn't it? Surely. Logic is at work here. So let's see what he says now.
Our cabins. Oh, well. Okay. Come visit our fishing tournament. Billy, we don't have a picture of that 10-pounder the guy caught, do we? That's a 7.5-pounder. Guy caught a 10-pounder.
Oh, well, let's on to the fishing tournament. That actually sounds quite fun, if you want to go Dino Land. So, you could consider that. Then the other interesting thing I thought before we go back is that Kent is on about people leaving money in his will. I think I'll just make a couple of comments about that. Here we go.
Some supporters have said, hey, we'd like to put you in our will. When we die, give you some money from our state or something. That we don't care. I mean, God takes care of that. But if you're interested, you can call our attorney, Alex Alfano, down in Coral Gables, Florida. He'll be glad to talk with you. Alfano at lawalfano.com. And he'll help you set one up. It may not be you don't need a lawyer, actually, but it's good to say the right words or something like that.
I think you do need a lawyer. I'd be very careful about setting something like that up. And, the first thing I would do would be talking to my family about it, because if you go leaving money in your will to Mr. Hovind, there's no guarantee he's going to be around anyway. But who's going to get hold of that money? We already know there's problems with the donations. So who's going to get that money? And what are your family going to think? They're going to think that Hovind is taking your inheritance in some way. So I think that you do need legal advice, preferably your own lawyer. And then you definitely need to talk to your family, or there'd be nothing but trouble. Very interesting that some of those supporters and followers expressed that interest. I sort of take that with a bit of a grain of salt. What else does he say?
Okay, did you see this cartoon the guy gave me? Look at that.
Oh, this is quite good.
Run, 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 run. Still not flat. Sorry, you flat earthers. You're wrong. Okay.
Yeah, so I do quite like that because, of course, Achilles, one of the great Hovind supporters of all time, is a flat earther. And so for me, I find that quite amusing. Anyway, now I can go and talk to everybody else. I did want to make another point about that, and that is that in Conecuh County, if I've said that correctly, and in other counties, the roads are paid for by local property taxes. Okay, so that's fair enough. So all the people in the county, they pay whatever. And when you look up, I have it here in front of me, for 488 Pearl Lane, you can look about the tax history, the property taxes. So it goes back to 2014, and 488 Pearl Lane paid $398. 2014, 2015, 482, 2016 and 17, 487. That was about the time Kent was given the property. Since then, 2018, nothing. 2020, nothing. 2021, nothing. 2022, nothing, and so on. And that is probably because Kent is using that business whereby if it's a so-called ministry, they don't pay property taxes. But that raises a very interesting question, an ethical, moral question, and that is, why should the property taxes of other people who've lived there, and in many cases for many years more than Hovind, have their roads remain unpaved, but pay for Hovind's to be paved? And of course they shouldn't. It is totally immoral, and no wonder the commission turned down that very cheeky request. Remember, we haven't heard anything about it until now. Meantime, there have been many requests for funding from donors, for this, that, and the other, whether it be the church. Remember, it was one stage it was side by sides, then it was jeeps, which of course kick up huge amounts of dust, and now he's after the county, all those other property taxpayers, to pave the road outside his place when he pays not a single dollar in property tax. So, I think you can see that for what it is, and that's quite interesting. So anyway, I'm off that topic now, and I'm saying hello once again to all the people, the things I've seen in the chat. If anybody wants to come on, they're welcome to. But I really wanted just to make that that point. Big Bad Mama says, darn the flat earthers. Yes, well, Flaff is, but I better be careful because my friend Missing Mind might have a different point of view to me on that. Never mind. We are able to have differences of opinion without being mean to each other, so which is good. Robin Webster says paving his road would be unconstitutional. That puts taxpayers at helping, because that puts taxpayers at helping fund something that's religious. That's quite interesting. Yeah. Or you know what? If he's paying those taxes, I wouldn't mind. Everybody pays and everybody gets a bit back here and there, and sometimes you pay more and you get less. But the principle is that everybody should be paying that. And if everybody did, they probably would have the money to pave Pearl Lane. Although one of the figures Kent threw about, was it a week or two ago when he first mentioned he was going to see the commission, it could be a couple of 100,000. And he said, of course, they'd like to do it, but they wouldn't let them. I'm sure they'd let them pay. So, if any kind donors out there want to protect Kent's buildings from the dust because he built them next to the road, if you want to reward that, then send in that money. So that's the issue. He lives there, but he doesn't contribute the money like everybody else does. So why should they pay for his road? And the answer is no. And remember, Kent is very against tax money going to what he considers freeloaders. He doesn't want welfare paid for with tax money, unless, of course, it's one of the people there that needs care. I mean, there was someone who needed hospice care. It was very, that had to happen because he is self-interested. So DL is a business. Mod says that brings in money no, not to Conecuh County at all. They eat in those neighboring counties and they do their shopping there. So it brings nothing but a headache. It actually brings people using the road who don't pay taxes. So that's just the way it is. It's a fact. And the people come across, I forget the name, is it Bruton? That's in Escambia County, and that is where they go to eat, in the Chinese or the, the barbecue restaurant. Those are the places they eat, not in Conecuh County. And when they go to shop, they go to the Walmart, also in the neighboring county. So those are facts. I'm not making that up. So Papa Emeritus, yes, making comments. And Justin Ateo. Well, Missing Bod also likes me. She has a better future with me than Kent, so she'll come round. Yeah, so it doesn't bring more people into the county. That's the problem. So, unfortunately, we have people like me who keep an eye on these things, and the Big Bad Mama, and quite a few people as well. Anybody want to come on and talk to Claude? Hello, Missing Mod. Expressing your undying love for moi, pour moi. Hello, Aiden, too. Come off work and see the Claude broadcast, because it's quite late at night. For me, it's early in the morning, well, mid-morning. So, yeah. Yes, 30 people live at DL, but remember, they don't pay tax because Kent doesn't pay tax. So, yeah, I totally agree. 30 people live there. What the problem is in these poorer counties, when people don't pay their way, they don't have the money to do things. If everybody paid their taxes, it would be great, but they don't. And guess who the number one tax protester in the area is? Who do you think that is? Link. Oh, yes. How can people come on if the Claude has forgotten to put the link up? Here he goes. Claude was so enchanted with his own voice that he forgot to do the right thing. But now he's put it up. StreamYard. So if anybody wants to come and say hello, hi Aiden, come on, say hello. Here he is. Hi Aiden.
Hello. How are you today, Mr.
Good. Yes.
That's good. That's good.
I don't know if you've caught up. So I've been talking about Kent was wanting the road paved, and he asked for prayer, and he met the commissioners, and they turned him down. So. So I played the thing because he says the usual, it's not over yet. Well, it is. But what I happened to do was look up 488 Pearl Lane Repton to see, because how do they fund roading in the small places? It's from the property tax.
Right.
Well, he hasn't paid property tax there since he took over in 2017. That was the last tax was paid on the property. So it's, what do you call the word? A bit rich when you want the county money.
Well, not only
from
that,
other people. Yeah.
but it's one thing to just silently ignore your civic duties, right? It's one thing to just kind of do that and just hope that nobody notices you. But it's a whole other level of absolute absurdity when you do that, and then you go to the government that you are ignoring your responsibility to pay your fair share to, and go, you know what you need to do? You need to pave this road for me, and you need to get my property values up for me at your expense. What are you thinking, Ken?
The other bit is that even if he was paying, the taxes were just under $500 a year. Now, this is this cost over $100,000 to do this. It's not cheap. And so even if he was, it's just not, but there's not enough money. You've got to look after, it's a poor county, unfortunately. Yes. So now Missing Mod is telling us that we missed the best show ever today. And I don't know, I can't work it out. I'm not getting notification for some reason. So I didn't know Missing Mod had a show. And so who came on there? It looked as though BBM was rocking. Big Bad Mama was on his show.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Big Bad Mama was rocking out quite hard as well. They were doing absolutely phenomenal when they were.
So how long ago was this show? Because why isn't my bell ringing? I don't know.
I mean, you need to ask her out to dinner first. I don't know.
Someone has to ring my bell.
That's right.
Oh,
thanks.
my goodness!
No, Big Bad Mama, that was absolutely fantastic. I'm really
Why? What did Big Bad Mama do? I'm sick of people praising Big Bad Mama. Oh no, I love you.
They performed a Eagles song.
Really?
Yes, they both did the vocals and the guitar work on it simultaneously, and they crushed it quite hard, I must say.
Okay. Missing Mod says to me, unsub and resub. That could do it, Yeah, I'll try. Yeah. Big Bad Mama, Missing Mod will ring my bell. He's there. Well,
and then Missing Mod says, wait a minute.
And Papa Emeritus the Fourth, I don't know who that is, says, we love Big Bad Mama, AJ and Claude. I'm sure they love you too, Aiden. And the show was the best. So I wonder if AJ was on it too. Yeah, and AJ and Missing Mod are getting along good. No, I don't know that he doesn't like you, Missing Mod, Everybody has their little ups and downs occasionally, I haven't had so many ups lately, or for that matter, I haven't been down anything either, but never mind. We'll carry on from there.
I'm an enemy of the cult.
The cult.
Missing Mod, you said yourself that I was like the number 3 position in that cult, and we're like good friends. So get out of here with all that nonsense. Come on now. I may not be I'm not the vice president, but who the hell cares about who the 3rd position is in American politics? Nobody cares. Barely anybody cares about the vice president as it is.
So Aiden, you've been having you work quite late, is that right, for your time?
Yeah, no, I work up until 10 p.m. most nights. Yeah, no, it's it allows me to get lots of stuff done during the day, so that's kind of nice. But one of those things was, go ahead.
No. When you get home, you must be hungry.
Yes. Well, luckily I work from home, so I actually
perfect.
don't have to go too far. So, no, one of the things I got up to before I went to work was Mr. Dan Posey would decided to message me and engage me in what seemed like an incredibly futile conversation. I sent Big Bad Mama the first part of it, so to speak, but it just kind of devolved into Dan doing what he always does in a conversation. It was really good because unlike in like a verbal exchange, you actually have everything recorded in a text conversation, and it just goes to show because he doesn't ever actually answer anything directly. He always tries to get around it by singing something else or invoking some other thing into the conversation, and it's just so tired. Aiden, join my cult. I'll let you lead so I don't have to. I need someone to propagandize everyone anyway. Listen, all right, my services aren't cheap. Okay, my social engineering, do you know what I did to Christian Pike missing mod? I undermined Christian Pike's entire understanding of what it is to have trust and have faith in people with those Samoan dollars. So yeah, you're gonna have to have a bit of deep leverage in exchange for my services.
The Papa Emeritus says, watch the show with AJ, BBM, and Claude. And Missing Mod says, I did watch most of that, but I'm a Hovindite, so it hurts sometimes. Missing Mod, my goal in life is to convert you from being a Hovindite, not to being a Claudite, but to be an independent thinker. So there you go. That's what I want to do. I'm one day, and that's my goal. I don't convert souls, I convert thinking people like you. So perfect.
I certainly think she has a better chance of getting released from the Hovind clutches than someone like Achilles. Anyway, that's for sure. I think she doesn't go as far as saying, Kent Hovind is the most important person that's ever lived besides Jesus Christ. And it's like, no, I don't think she's ever gone that far. Oh my!
Big Bad Mama, she will become an Aidenite.
No. I don't need that. I don't need people following me. I like being the person that waits in the wings and like holds power from like the shadows. I don't want to overtly hold power. That stuff comes with expectations. I spelled it wrong. Well, you know what, Missing Mod, it happens to the best of us. That's okay. Missing Mod and Big Bad Mama, get the heck on here. Come on,
yes.
Get the
come
heck
on, because I've got 20 minutes or so. So you come on now, or forever hold your peace.
That's right.
That's PEACE. I mentioned that just for the sake of Big Bad Mama, who I believe packs a bit of a piece. But anyway, we won't go there.
No.
Yes, we won't go there. I'm talking about a weapon, a gun. Yeah.
I was gonna say peas as in PEAS, like the vegetable.
Well,
giant bag of peas with you.
Why not? Especially those frozen ones. I love them under the mattress. Accidentally go to sleep with one pea. I could become a princess like that. Yeah. Maybe I could write a story tale: The Princess and the Pea. Yeah.
Yes, we need to find one that's like equivalent to the Claude and the cashew or something like that.
Yeah. That is very good. The Aiden and the avocado. Apricot, avocado. That's nice and mushy.
See, that's the thing. It needs to be something that you can at least like imagine holds up under it. So I don't know why people think a pea could somehow withstand having like 30 mattresses thrown on top of it.
Yeah.
But for some reason, it's just something that your mind is like, yeah, that works.
It was a Bible story, wasn't it? Oh, no. It's like a Bible story. It's like one, but it wasn't.
It certainly is in terms of describing implausible events and just expecting your mind to just kind of work with it, so to speak. That's definitely true.
Oh, you're like, I love that voice Aiden does. Come on, please, says Missing Mod. So I'm not sure which your voice, because you do so many. I don't know. Which
Yeah, I was
one
about to say. I don't know which one she's talking about.
And then she's going BBM, BBM, BBM.
Yeah.
Oh, and guess what? Like a magic
Yes!
spell. Here's the BBM.
Woo! Big Bad Mama. Can I get your
Hi.
autograph?
Hey, we can hear you.
Can you autograph?
I'm getting some echo here.
Oh no, that's no good.
Oh, I'm wearing headphones, so it should be all right.
Got it. Got it.
I can't hear you echoing. Yeah.
I'm good now.
Okay.
Big Bad Mama, can you sign my crappy knockoff Gibson remake that anybody could take a second glance at and see that it's obviously fake? Could you sign that, Big Bad Mama?
Sure. Oh, you got a Les Paul knockoff?
No, I'm joking. No, I don't have anything
Okay.
like that. You think I have the money to afford even a knockoff or something like that? No, I got a
Yes, I'll sign
Stradivarius.
whatever you
How about
want.
that? Yeah, Stradivarius. There you go. I'll get you to sign that one. No, what would you say is is that your favorite song to perform? The one that you performed today?
They're just, those were like easy for me to perform.
You're saving the best for later. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, I played like some. I mean, it's kind of nerve-wracking, but I listened back and the sound was okay, I thought.
No, it was really good. It worked quite well. The balancing on the audio was really quite
Thanks.
nice.
And then Mark and Missy Maud and AJ showed their paintings, and Christian Pike set up one of his poems.
Oh yeah, I should have come on and poetry battled Christian in real time. That's what.
Yeah, you should have done a poem. Christian's was really good. I liked it.
See, it's one thing. Christian, what Christian does is he paces around his little study, and he thinks that if he spends an hour and a half coming up with something, that makes him clever. No, what really delineates the cleverness of somebody is if you come up with it off the top of your head, Christian. That's where it's at.
That's true. Like Eminem and 8 Mile.
That's right. He off the dome, no hesitation whatsoever.
Oh, that would be great if you guys had a rap battle.
That'd be good. We'd have to have like a third party select the beat. We'd like be given it the day before, or we could have two separate things, right? We could have a written section for Christian because he's not going to do it without a written section because he's a little baby and he's scared. And then we could do like the real man section, where like you do it off the dome. Yeah, we could do that one after.
Claude could do beatbox.
And there we go. Yeah, there we go.
I don't even know what that is. Yeah.
It's when you use your hand and you like.
So you take a cardboard box and you just pick the absolute crap out of it.
Oh.
You eat the box. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, Big Bad Mom was trying to do some beatboxing right there. Could you give us that again? Could you drop us that sick beat again?
It was beating something. He was beating something, but I'm not sure what it was. Oh.
Wicka 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 wah.
I heard that some people in the redneck country, they play the saw. Like a saw that you saw wood with. Do you know? Have you heard of that?
That
My brother plays the saw.
Your brother?
Really? Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, he can actually play songs on it.
Wow.
Plays with a bow, and he's good. It surprised me when I heard him playing it.
Which one does he play? Does he play Saw like 2, 3, 4? I thought 4 was the
Yeah. I had someone play the saw, but they got cut off. Oh my goodness, that's
you might say their Saw performance was quite cutting edge,
It was time to axe that one.
Might say their saw performance was a little grating at times, you know.
Devon says that sea science was mean to me. Do you know who Devon Phoenix?
Right. I know Devin, yeah.
But I
Did you-
forgave him. Yeah.
Did you know I went on Sea Science either last night or the night before, Claude? And he ended up, I was able to give an explanation of the Hawaiian Islands, and
Yeah.
he just could not even try to rebut it, except just to say that radiometric dating is all wrong, every bit of it.
Yeah.
But he ended up just interrupting me, and I just bailed out of there.
Fair enough. You can't do that. Yeah. I mean, how can anybody? Yeah, radiometric dating. There's so many different ways. It was a bit like the measuring the distances to the stars, and and that guy says, "Yes, we do. It's basic trig." And of course, Kent claims to have taught trig. So I thought that was a good gotcha. And then there was 13 different ways of measuring the speed of light, or so. Yeah, Kent says, it's a cesium clock. And then was I sort of close?
That was wow, that was
Pretty good.
Was I? Oh, okay. Wow.
Let's hear it.
I practice in front of a mirror, you know.
I can tell you've been working on it.
And anyway, he says that, and the guy says, "Well, it's one of 13 ways," and they all agree down to 10 points of a decimal or something, you know, ludicrously close. Yeah. And then so Kenton said that he was being, you know, like implied it was disrespecting the gospel or something like that. I mean, he when he runs out, he just comes with up those other claims. So.
And wake the entire house up. I'll tell you what, Brianna's gone overnight right now. She went over to her parents because she's doing some driving lessons. So the only people I got to worry about are people I'm not responsible for. So I don't care.
Wow, you're going to party.
Woo!
Yeah, so Big Bad Mom, it's been a good day today, and you know, Kent has once again been on about the property being paved. So that's why I partly did this, because of that. And the other was just to tell people if they're thinking of leaving money in their will, to get legal advice. Don't. He says you don't really need it, or he puts his lawyer up. I'd be going to your own lawyer if you were going to do that, and I'd be talking to your family about
exactly.
it.
I was going to put part of that up as a
taking. Oh, good. Yeah, I think you should.
Put part of that up as a short, because that was ridiculous. Let my lawyer handle it, and then your lawyer can check just to make sure that it's legal with the laws of your state. But and the lawyer is the CSE board member.
All right. Oh, what could possibly go wrong?
Right. Such a good history there.
Oh, look, Missing Mod saying Aiden can do an all-night stream. I sense a bit of a love relationship coming up there. She would be totally chill. There you go, Aiden. An all-night stream with someone.
That sounds like something I'm totally not going to do. I need to work at the military museum tomorrow morning, and I feel like they would rather me not come in.
Do you spend the whole night at the museum ever? Have you done that when they've all come alive? Yeah.
You know what? That would be pretty terrifying, because unlike in the Night at the Museum movie, where it's like a mixture of different like people all throughout history, it's like just war stuff over here. So I feel like that'd get really ugly really fast. So.
Are there dioramas?
Oh yeah, there's super detailed dioramas.
Wow, that's cool.
No, it's the only there's only two tri-service museums in all of Canada that cover both all the Army, the Navy, and the Air Force all at once. And there's one here, and then there's one in Ottawa in the capital. So
wow.
Yeah, it's
I had diorama the other day. I think it was something I ate, and then I thought I could do one of those paintings, you know.
you could
pour painting.
You could I don't know if it'd be a paint pour, but it'd certainly be pouring something, you know.
Yes, those dioramas. Oh. It's a very useful technique. One day I might explain it all.
Do it live.
Oh, no. God.
What does that
On
mean to
Misty
play?
Mod's channel.
What does that mean? What does that mean to play us out? There are words here. I don't know what those words mean.
Yeah. Devon says that one of his friends, I guess he's talking about sea science, was in hospital, so just thinking stress. Well, yeah, it's no reason to treat someone too
Oh,
badly.
okay.
No, yeah. But I don't, actually, I treat people better if there's a friend of mine not well or I'm stressed about it, I treat people better because I sort of go all sort of sentimental,
Yeah.
Doesn't make me wild. So
You get more emotional, so you usually get more compassionate toward people, I think, at those times.
yeah. So when we come over for the big DAL tour, we're going to go up to Canada and visit Canada or whatever they call it, and visit the museum for a night there.
Well,
Yeah,
Aiden
that's
is going to get married in the gazebo at DAL.
Oh yes, I forgot about that. Yes,
right.
yeah. And there's no alcohol. Well, but we can smuggle it in.
We're going to get drunk outside
Right
the gate.
outside, right outside the compound.
We'll just be on either side of the gate drinking.
And then as soon as we're done that, we'll do a whole bunch of donuts right outside the facility so we kick up as much toxic dust that those children can inhale as possible.
Then we'll have a wedding.
Missing Maud says she treats people bad all the time, so she doesn't have to keep track. But what I'm thinking is, the Missing Maud is going to be what we call the flower girl. Yeah, the jeune fille de fleur. Do you think
Does she have to wear white?
Well, she has to wear white and have little flowers around her hair and has to act all cute. And she helps the bride. They call her the flower girl, I think, or jeune fille de fleur, we would say.
No, I already have an arrangement with my sister about being the flower girl. My sister is really adamant about being the flower girl, but I told her
my God,
there could be. So she dresses up like a comically large flower to do the role. So.
Oh well, Missing Maud can be the ring bearer or something.
Missing Maud, if you dress up like a comically large flower in order to be the flower girl, then you can help out my sister with the role. I'm not going to take that away from her. You can help, but
you could play a large flower, basically.
That's right. You could be the big flower, and she can be the small flower. And I don't know. She's getting pretty tall pretty quickly. So honestly, at the rate that this wedding's going to happen, who knows?
She's calling herself the ring girl, which is open to interpretation as far as I'm not sure about that. Ding, 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 she now says. Oh, she's trying to get out of it.
I just thought that she meant the girl from the movie, that horror movie, The Ring. That's what I thought when she said girl.
It's funny, that Jimmy Carr. You've heard of that comedian, Jimmy Carr?
No clue. I've never heard his name.
You've never heard of
I'm joking. Well, of course I've heard
Jimmy Carr. Well, he's interviewing this British woman, and she said, and he's teasing her unmercifully, and she says, "Oh, I was head girl." She speaks in a London accent. I was head girl, she says, at school. Head girl at school. And he says, "You were head girl at school?" You might not get that.
Oh, I got it. No, don't worry. Yeah. I was muted when you were saying it.
It's a little bit naughty. And Ring Girl just had that same connotation, but it's a family show, so we'll get over that quickly.
Exactly.
So I've had Dan has gone quiet lately. He was in the comments, and I don't really engage with them anymore, but I did occasionally. So
he's not gotten quiet with me.
All right. Well, he must think you possibly can be converted.
He was actually very nice to me about the music performance.
Oh. Well, I'm going to go back and listen to it because I'm probably not going to be nice because I'm going to be jealous.
Big Bad Mama, for being a godless heathen sinner that is literally just like the scum at the bottom of my boot heel, basically. That was a pretty good performance.
How long was the show? How long was the show that I missed on Missing the Mod?
That's a couple hours, I guess.
All right. Where should I particularly, if I want to hear you first?
I'm probably near the beginning to the middle.
Beginning. Okay, somewhere in that first hour. Yeah. And
then people show their paintings and stuff, I think, after that. And then I don't know what the very end happened at the very end.
Big Bad Mama, if I put a cheese grater over my microphone and I just started like grating a rusty chain over top of that cheese grater on top of the microphone, it actually sounds slightly worse than your performance. So yeah, it was really good.
Good. That's exactly what I want to hear.
That's a damn compliment.
There's only room for one Claude. Oh my goodness. Me and Robin took our whatever off. Oh,
wow.
Okay. Well, normally, of course, I wear.
What do you think about that, Claude?
Well, I'm just cooling down. What do you call what you wear when you go for a swim? What do you call that when you go for a swim? What
skinny dipping?
No, but when you wear costume of some sort, is it swimming costume or
bathing suit?
Bathing suit, yeah. Well, I wear a bathing suit in the shower because I'm very, very shy. Yeah, so, and I imagine Missing Mod does it the same as well. I think she's a good, clean living woman, and she would be wearing her bathing suit in the shower, just like me.
Very graceful of you to say, Claude.
And we could, if we had to share a bed together, I'm sure nothing would happen. Where someone has already set the trend for that, but I won't mention his name.
Mark is in the chat. Mark Stoney.
Hello, Mr. Mark Stoney. Hello, I've only got about another 10 minutes to go. And if you did want to run a show after that, you could. So just to give you that little advanced notice, because the Claude is going out to meet some people. It'll be in my time in the afternoon.
Oh, man.
Yes. So,
this is the kind of people that you are going to go and meet, Claude.
We're going to have some food and...
are you going to get liquored up?
Only if I'm lucky. God, it reminds me of that the great Australian comedian, Barry Humphries. Now, do you know that name?
I don't think so.
Barry Humphries was Dame Edna Everage.
Yeah.
Edna, but he also had another character called Sir Les Patterson, the Australian cultural attaché to London. But he was a shocker of a person. And he's live on an Australian talk show. This is 30 years ago, so sensibilities were a bit different there. And he's talking about Joan Collins. And he says, do you know what Joan Collins puts behind her ears to attract the men folk? You know what the answer was? Her ankles. Terrible. And he was the one that originated that joke.
That's a good one.
And then the host says, Barry Humphries, Sir Liz says, are we live? Are we going out live? And the guy says, I hope not. We're finished. I'm finished. But it was live, and he wasn't finished. Oh my goodness! So I knew Missing Mod would sort of secretly like that joke, but we have to maintain decorum here. I, of course, was shocked. I was shocked. I couldn't bring myself to laugh.
Claude,
yes.
I'd like to suggest a future name for one of your shows.
Oh, what's that?
I think it was in 2013. Sylvester Stallone was he was with a intern, shall we say?
Yes.
And he got caught with his microphone on when a moment we should say he should not have been caught in. And
Yeah.
the thing that he was recorded saying over the entire studio could hear was,
Oh, no.
oh yeah, work the shaft, cup the balls. So,
Oh, no.
so my suggestion is one of your future shows be named Cup the Balls, but it be
Yes, I think that's a good. Well, yes, okay. I'm going to take that on board, Claude. Take that
Sweet.
on board, Claude.
I like it. I like it.
I was also thinking if you do a show with Azzo, you could be asshole and balls.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
You know asshole,
Yes,
Claude?
I have met Azho now, yeah, which I pretty well worked out who that was. The other one that fascinated me with the name was Titan.
Titan Uranus, yeah.
Yes, I thought that was an interesting name.
Who's that in the chat, Claude? Do you think that's funny? Do you think that's funny, Claude?
Well, when I picked my name, what I mean is when my parents named me,
Yes, of course.
Claude, and from the name Balls, I had no idea that it would lead to all of this. I had no idea it would lead to stardom. On the I had no idea that would
Sometimes
be a
it picks. Sometimes you don't pick stardom; it picks you.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the mark of a
That's very
true
good.
talent.
I think so. Yes. Oh, Mark says he's hurt himself twice today. Slammed his knee into a desk and smacked his ankle bone on a piece of steel. Well, all you need is missing Mod to visit, and you'd probably get your face slapped too.
Oh,
So
jeez.
it could be worse, Mark. And all I need is missing Mod to turn up to my place, and I'll be thrown in a bloody dungeon. So, it could be worse. Oh, Mark, I wanted to show you a picture of my desk and see if I can find 3 things in it. Oh, Big Bad Mama, did you get a thing to become a moderator on this? Did something come through
Yes.
to
Is that just to become a moderator in the chat?
I don't understand it. It gives me one chance to have one person. So
Okay. I mean that's like your second in command, and I'll look at it. I'm not sure I'm up to that responsibility, but
no, if you click, for example, look at Aiden's one. I can remove him if I want, right? And
please.
Can you click on his whatever and see if you can do anything with him?
Can't even
Click on his whatever and see if I can do anything
with him. So whether you can turn him on or off.
Big Bad Mama.
I don't.
You tread lightly, all right? You tread lightly.
So.
I'm a taken man, all right? I'm just saying that right now, all right? I know what Claude's trying to prompt out of you. You don't have to listen, okay? Peer pressure, it's something that you grow out of. Some people don't. Some people out there.
Yeah.
So you want me to take care of Aiden, Claude? Okay, I'm on it.
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
So this is StreamYard. So I'll have to do some more research because that.
Yeah, because all I didn't really want to be the second in command. I just wanted to be a moderator in the chat in case people were acting up there. So I think you sent me a link, which is probably the above and beyond what my power should be on this channel, but
you have the power. I'm sure
I'll look at it.
Yeah, have a look at it, but and you can practice on someone.
Okay, can it be like not somebody that's my friend?
Yeah. Well, you ban them and then you unban them.
Oh, okay.
Take it back.
You shoot them in the back of the head, and then you just Magneto style, just like you just take the bullet out of their head right after you shot them. It's fine.
Oh, Claude, you have to do it on the YouTube stream. Missing Mod says. So this is this one I don't understand. So this is being broadcast to YouTube from StreamYard, right?
Yeah.
So I have to, well, I won't do it today, but I might have to, looks as though I might have to somehow log into my YouTube and give you
Right.
the power.
Right.
Intriguing. You go into YouTube and in the live chat, YouTube live chat, not the one on Stream Yard. Oh, that's okay. Missing Mod says, just ban her. She deletes her comments anyway. Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know.
Not as fast as you delete your streams, Missing Mod. No, I'm just joking. You haven't been doing that as quickly as you've been doing.
So I view my channel and I go to live. And right. And then I click on live. I'm going to make sure it doesn't cause me all sorts of shite. All right. And then, what do? I go to 3 dots. Oh, can you guys hear me? Oh,
yes. We can hear you.
okay. Right, participants.
Click on me and then I'll test to see if it works.
All right. 3. Channel activity, go to channel, pin message, report, remove, add as moderator. Here you go. You are a moderator. Big bad mama. Oh, I've been cancelled. Oh, the show is finished.
Oh no.
I've lost control.
It worked.
Yeah.
The nanosecond after you gave it to him, the channel's been shut down.
Now I'm gonna clean house.
Yeah.
Missing Mods first on the
Missing Mod face the wall.
I'm
gonna time her out for 62,000 seconds.
86,000 seconds. Yeah.
Well, about the end of 2027, I'm releasing a movie. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
So I shall put that up now somehow so that you can do the countdown. And
Oddballs Unmasked.
And I'm going to use that grandiose music from Proverbs, guys. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Have you heard it?
With the lion.
Yeah, it's all sort of really dramatic. Then they come on and talk, and you sort of feel a big letdown. The lion is roaring, and then you sort of hear, meow, meow, whinge, moan. People are being mean to me, and oh god.
It reminds me of Brett Keen's old intro, because he used to have, like, my favorite intro of his was his Final Countdown Jesus intro. Brett used to have this intro where it was like, oh, and then like, and it just shows like Jesus rising from the grave as it like builds up, and then after all this build up of this intro, it just cuts to
darn, mac and cheese. Oh, I can't do it.
That's really good.
I like the Brett Keane songs that have been put up on YouTube, the old ones. The one about my something or other face.
Porch your face, pop.
Don't
worry, girl, you may have to porch your face. In the situation.
That's fantastic. Did you do the original? It's almost the thing you did. It's very good.
No, I've this is one of the many consequences of following around this human, if you could call him that, for half my life. I've committed all the songs to memory, all the hits right here at Aiden FM.
Well, that one was actually a really catchy tune. The one that at least I'm not Brett Keane or whatever that song was.
At least you're not Brett Keane.
And there's one to an operatic number, La Don Immobile. And
here, what is it? Da, da,
Yeah.
Here in my dingy room,
Yes.
with my pajamas
Yeah.
on, adding more shit to my wish list on Amazon. Send to my home address a cornucopia of shit to distract me from my agoraphobia. I dream of Hollywood and of a better life, but until that day, I'll beat up my
My
wife.
wife. La, da, 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 la, da,
I'm
da,
gonna
da,
Wow.
la, da, 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 da.
I will punch her in the fucking face.
Hey! That was wonderful, Aiden. That's fantastic. Look, I'm so sorry. I just have to go. But if Mr. Mod or the Stony Mark could happen to do a show, I'm sure you'd have a good time. Although, but I honestly have to go. Mark, if you're in the comment, can you say if you're going to run a show, and I will tell people just before we leave, if you are, can you say so now or forever hold your peace?
Aiden, you have a good voice.
He was very good, yeah. He got that really good.
I couldn't be too
But what was a slight worry was that you knew the words to all those songs.
Oh, that's impressive. Well, he's a
It
real
was.
historian,
Yeah.
a phenologist.
I lay claim to the title not lightly. I'll just say that.
Yeah. Oh, look, thank you so much for coming on, for the support today, and so I think we've had a bit of fun, a bit of serious stuff as well to begin with, and we'll see you the next time we do a show.
Bye, everybody.
Yeah. Thank you.
Good night, everyone.
Okay. See you then. Bye-bye. Thank you
everyone.
all. Goodbye.